Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You're looking at the WZ-111 Qilin. It's a tier 10 reward tank. It's a Chinese premium heavy tank. It's located on the north spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of Mummy of HAKOO. And alongside him is Leroy the Killer in the Kampfpanzer 7 and Nemesis in the Object 452K. Game on! Well, yes, the tank with the huge dragon at the end of the barrel as the muzzle brake. It's the Qilin, or is it Qilin? Yes, very unusual tank it is indeed. Wargaming brought it in as a kind of upgrade or straight reward for the people who actually played on various events. It's, I think it's also in the rewards in the Bond page as well. So you can actually probably get one. It's basically an upgrade of a WZ-111 Model 5A or a WZ-111, which of course, as you may know, is the Chinese version of the IS-3. And oh, we spotted a couple of enemies straight away. Now, what's upgraded about it? Well, it's got a 13cm main gun, as you can see here, 490 Alpha, 250mm pen, and it's also, so I'll show there as well, it's got heat rounds which will do 490. Difficult to get these up. 340mm of pen. So it's actually got very heavy armour on the front of the vehicle, and of course that big whomping gun that literally pummel the enemy into submission. It also has that stylish dragon and the other bits on it, which made it look really good when it first came out. It's still a good tank, actually. Now, Murovanka's a bit of a slugfest at this particular area of the map, and on a tier 10 game, of course, and a tier 10 platoon as well. Well, that's going to be fun. Let's see what they can do. Well, it goes for the cupola. No, he actually got that one wrong. Mummy's a name that you may know if you've been in wargaming for a long time, playing World of Tanks. And you may have heard of Mummy. That dragon at the end does breathe fire sometimes as well. Okay, he's going to put one into that guy to try and make him buzz away. It was a BZ-68. Okay, he's blocking all sorts of damage. You can see that 530 blocked already. It's quite good when it fires, and you do see that that big flames coming out of the end of the barrel. It's got one bunch over there, and there's another one just around the corner. It's a super conquer, actually. Yeah, they backed off for a moment. Give these guys a chance. Oh, well, didn't go through the BZ, but at least he tried. Now, if he goes around the corner on his own, he might be in for trouble. Ideally, he wants the E100 that's alongside him to go with him. Oh! Well. He is getting some pens. There are pens on that vehicle. That's better. Goes to the E75. They both penetrate that. It's a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it, so there's a few tanks out there who will probably regret that they ever came across a WZ-111 Qilin. Okay, his platoon mate Nemesis is thinking about going around the corner. Hello, Mr. Type 5. Nope, didn't get anything there, but somebody else did. They're kind of picking these guys off bit by bit. They're disappearing. Tries to get through the cupola on TNH, doesn't get it, but he might be able to get one there. The standard reload, 10.74 seconds. You can see Mummy's got it down to 8.89. That's better. That was right through the cupola, and the E100 has gone balls deep, and unfortunately it didn't work out to him. I would say to the children listening that balls deep is something to do with tennis. Well, actually, no, that's not true, but that's what I'm going to claim. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not supposed to say anything that's naughty. Now the parents are going to have to explain what it means. Oh dear. I'm getting myself in all sorts of trouble here. Okay, right, well, they've managed to make most of the tanks to the south disappear, but the tanks on the right are actually still causing us problems. And if we go around the corner, we have to face that Object Travel 7 version 2 and the Type 68 who are just around there as well. The Superconk's disappeared. I think he's busy elsewhere, but you can still see there's a large number of enemy tanks down there to the south. So it's not really worth mummy's time actually going around the corner. Not around here at the moment. We're only one down on the enemy. And he hasn't really lost much in the way of hit points. He's blocked a lot of damage. That's 1,900. Oh, trying to get through those cheeks. Didn't get them through. I was trying to remember actually, they had a name, those cheeks, specific names to actually the cheek shields on the Czech tanks. Okay, go for it again. Not this time. They must be still useful because they're still appearing on modern tanks today, or at least on certain tanks from certain nations. Trying to go for it again. Okay, that Type 5's just around the corner, but he's pulled back a bit. Okay, here we come again. He must think he's confident that he can block these shots. He's moving about enough to block it. You can see a number of shells have hit those brows. That's what they were called, brows. Yes. I was trying to think the name of the particular things, but they were. Yes, they are brows. You can see a number of shells have already bounced off the brows. Difficult to get a pen anywhere else. Oh, that was cheeky. He tried to go through the upper plate rather, because he thought he could get it through and hit the metal on the right spot. Unfortunately, no, he hit the wrong angle. That one connected. 496. That's a high roll. No, that was just more of an instantaneous response. He's running kind of short on shells now. His teammates are going to have to start coming up with a few answers of their own. Otherwise, he's going to have to pull back and go defensive. No, again, the dragon breathes fire, but now he's kind of running short. He's actually, he did switch to the premium rounds, but he's gone back to the standard AP again. And he's trying to block that shot by just feinting, coming back out, pulling back in, trying to get the other guy to waste some shots instead. Oh, he thought for a second he had a chance. The shell did connect, but it just didn't go through because the angle was wrong. And he's blocked another shot from that guy. He's going to be running short on shells as well. Yeah, they're both jockeying. Oh, now the enemy just lost their E75 to an A phase 1. Now where? Oh, it's the phase 1's actually to our right and behind us. He's over on the field. We're one ahead of the enemy now. And it looks like we might be getting ready for a push. So although this guy's here and he keeps pushing around, the only tank just around the corner is the Object Travel 7 version 2, and then we've got TVPT 5051 behind us. But he's on the other side of the bank, so our M103 might want to deal with him. Okay, we're waiting here for the moment. Now, is he there? Yes, he is. No. Oh, that was blocked by the enemy. We're running very short on shells now. He's managed this as much as he can, and he's been here virtually the entire battle. And that one was blocked as well by the WZ-111 desperately short on ammo. Only one armor-piercing round left. He's selecting that. He's trying to use the ammo up or the standard rounds up before he has to go to premium. Oh, now that did connect. Only 38 hit points, but it did. Or was it? Yeah, but he actually, I think that wasn't, I'm not sure if that was him or his platoon mate in Nemesis. Yes, because he blocked the shot and he actually did take a hit from the WZ-111, but he's still at 2/3 of his hit points. He's still in the fight, but for the fact, of course, he's running short on ammo and he's now firing HE at the enemy, but he is getting some damage. It wasn't yeah, you can see the HE holes there. It wasn't Nemesis who was doing that damage, it was Mummy, but he was actually firing a different round. I wondered why for a second. Now he's selecting the premium. That guy's a one-shot. The TNH is definitely a one-shot, but he's not going to get the kill with HE rounds. It'll take forever. So he really needs one clean round to get through that guy. We do have a TVP out in the field, and he's going into the Magic Forest. I think Nemesis decided, yep, long go. Take on this 777. Yeah, they get the kill. He's got it. And he's got another premium round ready for the TNH, who say goodnight, sweet prince, good night. You're going out. Oh! No, it hit the upper plate at the wrong angle. Let's hope we don't take a loss. Oh, that was in the tracks. Oh, that one wasn't. The BZ managed to get a penetration, and it's 582 hit points, so he really does need to make the kill on this one now. Go to low plate. Yes! Did it. Now this Type 68, oh, taking fire from a Wizzy just around the corner. Low plate. Thank you very much. You're gone. That dragon's now breathing fire, and there's only 2 enemies left. So it looks like a victory is on the cards. Oh, the Wizzy is hidden. There he is. One clean shot, 518 hit points. Got a high roll. Now he needs some cover. He doesn't want to go out the game at this particular point in time. So rolling under the cover. He's got teammates behind him. Nemesis just behind him directly. M103's to his left. WZ-111 to his right. He found a Conway. Now he can take the Conway out. Top shot. Yes. Or did he kill? No, he didn't get the Conway. The TVP did. So where is this Wizzy? Where are you? There you are. Low ground. Go over the top and nice shot. And the kill goes to Nemesis. And that is the end of the battle. It's a victory for the Qilin. Or Qilin. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the first ace tanker for Mummy of HAKOO in the WZ-111 Qilin. You can tell it's the first ace he's had because he got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He also managed to get a Reaper badge for taking out consecutive enemies with consecutive shots, as well as a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A sharpshooter for getting at least 10 consecutive shots on the enemy, as well as a shellproof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. He also got a cool headed for surviving 10 or more ricochets, non-penetrating shots in a row, as well as a steel wall for blocking the most damage in that game overall. It was a huge blocking game. His win rate from the game, 9,300, which is super income and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game, but I don't think it was a high caliber because it probably wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. 6,080 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer was Nemesis in the Object 452K on his platoon. He got 4,790. And the other member of his platoon actually got a 2,783 hit points, but I'm afraid he did get taken out earlier. When it came to kills, we can see the highest number. That goes to Mummy as well. 4 kills to him. 3 kills goes to the Leopard 1. And 2 kills goes to Nemesis and the CC1 Mark II. And only 1 player on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, and that was their Conway. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. And he got 1,257 base experience points, with the Nemesis getting 1,158. And they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. So well done on both of them. They really excelled in this game. They were slugging it out at the center of the map. 907 goes to the CC1 Mark II in 3rd place. He fired 39 rounds in that game. He went through a lot of standard AP, but he did go through some premium rounds as well. 29 direct hits on the enemy, only 14 of which actually penetrated, and 1 splash. 6,080 hit points in total. 518 hit points of damage at more than 300 meters. So, yes, most of the damage he was doing, that was the WZ-111, by the way, who was trying to keep the guy's head down. He didn't fancy going out of the game at that late stage. 26 hits received from the enemy. 4 of them penetrated, 22 non-penetrations. Just goes to show how tough this tank is. It really does have a lot of solid armor right at the front of the vehicle. They upgraded it massively. He also received 1 hit by way of splash damage, 8,820 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, 582 hit points of damage assistance. Now, on a premium count, he actually made a loss in this game. 38,356 credits, but he won't mind that in the slightest because, of course, he got his first ace tanker. You can see where the credits went. It was all on ammunition, but he did carry a lot of AP. He didn't carry a huge amount of the premium rounds, so he can't be accused of spamming the gold. He wasn't doing that in the slightest. He was trying to win this by doing and going for the weak spots on the enemy, and he did it exceptionally well. 7 bonds received as well, tier 10. And he also got 9,521 experience points as well. That's going to help to buff up the crew. But it is a premium tank, so you get that automatically. But what a great game. I mean, he really, really slugged this one out. And it's fun, actually, seeing those the dragon breathe flames at the enemy after it's fired. I think there are quite a few tanks that actually do breathe flames. One of those was the Firefly, of course. In fact, the Firefly was famous for actually giving out so much light at the end of the barrel that if the gunner didn't close his eyes, then he'd have his night sight or his night vision ruined at night time. And in fact, quite often they fire the Firefly over the back of the tank and set fire to all the stuff they were carrying on their engine deck because the flames would leap out all over the place. Yes, because it was carrying such a high amount of powder for a high velocity gun. But yes, in the WZ-111 Qilin, you actually see those flames breathe at the enemy. And it must be a bit disappointing for the enemy to see you're up against one of these, because you can hit it as much as you like, but you're just not going to do any damage to it because it's got such good parameters, so much armor as well. But also the way that the turret, if you notice on the hatches, they're sort of like in a concave area, so it's very difficult to actually hit any of the weak spots on this vehicle. You really have to pray that you can just bully your way in, like the BZ-68 was doing, to try and punch a hole through if you have a superior position. Of course, he was using his position right off to the right of us to actually then punch those holes at a different angle. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. It's the first we've seen from Mummy for a while. I think he's either been busy or he's been away or he just didn't have any good things to send to us. I can't believe that. I think he did have good things, but he's just decided to send one through, and we'll do the replay for him. And I hope you enjoyed that battle. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.